The Minneapolis Public Housing Authority making a pretty big announcement coming out yesterday about the redevelopment of the Glendale Townhomes in the Prospect Park neighborhood of Minneapolis. A major project. In fact, the largest one that the Public Housing Authority has undertaken to redevelop what is a site that's been there for 74 years, providing a mix of affordable housing in Minneapolis. So we want to bring in Abdi Warsami, who's the executive director and CEO of the Minneapolis Public Housing Authority. Abdi, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad that you give me this opportunity to talk about one of my favorite projects, Glendale.
Well, I'm glad that you had time to talk about this too, because it's very interesting. You know, a 74-year-old site and a big one here. What is it? Some 12 acres. And this has been something that's been sort of in the works for a while about needing to renovate, update, etc. Some residents have been concerned over the past few years, that it might push them out. So there's been kind of this back and forth. I mean, tell us all what's gone into this over the last several years at least here to come to the point that we are now.
I mean, this is a labor of love for us. It took us a long time to get to where we are. 18 months of talking to our residents, meeting them where they were, informing them about the whole project, and basically asking them what their priorities were. Because this whole project is centered on the priorities of the residents. And the residents, currently there's 600 individuals living there, and the units do not fit their needs. These are, as you mentioned, 74-year-old units. They have a single bathroom in every unit. So regardless if you have one bedroom or four bedrooms. So take the example of a family of seven having one bathroom on the second floor. It is not feasible for them. And, they've told us that they have a waiting list in the mornings and they wake up early just to use the bathroom. There are other residents who've told us that they have mobility issues. 20% of the residents that live in Glendale have families with a disability. So this project basically takes care of the needs of the residents, but it goes a bit further. As you know, we have a housing crisis in our city and our region. We have 3,500 individuals on our waiting list, 3,500 families, on our waiting list, expecting us to provide housing for them. And this project not only improves the 184 units that we currently have, takes care of the needs of the 600 residents that currently live at Glendale, but it will also house an additional 100 families. So it was a very exciting project. It will transform the lives of the residents that currently live there, and it will be home to new residents in Prospect Park, which is one of the best neighborhoods in the city of Minneapolis.
Yeah, and for those who are maybe vaguely familiar or unfamiliar with this area, again, built in 1952, post-World War II, and it has become an area, according to your own website language here, I'm reading, the cultural corridor for many refugee families over the years. I mean, this has been a vital place to provide needed housing for folks, especially those who come to the U.S. and come to Minnesota.
I mean, not just that, it is a great place to live. It's a block away from the Green Line station. It's near the university campus. It has a lot of amenities. And it's a place where when we speak to our residents, they tell us how much they love where they live, the green space, they have Luxton Park next to it, but they need better housing. And what this project provides is it takes into account the needs of the residents. It will add new residents to Glendale. It will take folks off the waiting list, and it will give opportunities to families to continue living in one of the best neighborhoods in our city.
Yeah, so rebuilding or renovating 184 homes, adding 100 more, and a mix here too, as these are rebuilt and reimagined and then added to. It's a mix of what, one bedroom to five bedroom, a mix of heights, et cetera. Tell us about the variety that is going to be here to serve various families.
That's a very good point because the community is diverse. So you have folks that want to age in place and they need a one bedroom that's accessible. Like I talked about the bathroom issue. You have large families. We don't have 5-bedroom units. We're going to have 5-bedroom units. The units are old, so you're going to have new construction. But what we want to keep is what's good about Glendale. The green space, the park access, the Head Start facility there. So we want to keep that, but we will also add. So there's going to be new amenities. There's going to be new community spaces. But it's more important because what we want as our families, what they told us is they need space within their units where they can do their homework, where they can dine together, where they can have a community space where they can gather and do what communities do. So I think it will address a lot of the needs, not just of Glendale, but also the wider Prospect Park neighborhood. It will bring a lot of lighting, security. It will improve parking space for residents.
Okay.
So we're very excited about it. It's a great project, and we look forward to taking the next steps.
Sure. So I see construction set to begin late next year or early 2028. How long does that construction last, and what happens to the residents during that construction?
We have a robust relocation program, but right now we're not there. We haven't closed on the project yet. We need to start getting financing, and in July we will start, putting those applications in at Minnesota Housing, at the city, and other funders. Once we get the funding, we will work with every single family one-on-one. They will have a relocation contract that they will sign. This will explain to them the duration of the relocation, if they actually going to relocate. So, of course, we're gonna do this project in phases, and some of the families will still stay in Glendale. Others will, choose to relocate, and we will relocate them to our own units. We have about 6,000 units across the city. So, we've done this before, and what we want to make sure we work with every single family, so to tailor to their needs what the relocation would look like.
Yeah.
But once we get all the funding, this will be an exciting project, and I look forward to it.
And how much total funding are you needing to get?
The project is going to be around $200 million mark. So we will need funding, but we will provide our own funding. We will use different tools at our disposal, low-income housing tax credits, bonds, and city resources as well as our own voucher program. So there's going to be mixed, but we've done this before. We've been building towards Glendale, and we've been very successful at relocation. We've had no involuntary displacement of residents. So that fear, which it kind of existed in our community, we've been able to kind of relay the residents and explain to them that, this project is about them. Yeah. It's about the needs of our residents, and we're going to center them.
I know over the years, that was the fear, is that people worried that they come in and renovate this and they would lose their housing, but no one's losing their housing here unless they choose to. Well, a massive project for the Minneapolis Public Housing Authority, and it sounds like long needed, so a pretty exciting day that you can announce that this is really moving forward.
It is exciting time at MPHA, and thank you for the opportunity you've given me today.
You bet. Abdi Warsami, the CEO of and Executive Director of the Minneapolis Public Housing Authority. Thanks for your time.